Here was Seth Davis, CBS.
I have no comment.
No comment.
That'll be a first.
We first met back at Duke University.
Yeah.
He was a student when I was an assistant coach, and Cable 13 was the outlet that he was handling, and the rest is history. To see him, what do you love about this time of year?
It's just constant. It's exciting. It's everybody's interested. You know, it's college basketball is kind of a niche sport. You know, but we have this month and everything. The Super Bowl's over, and a lot of things are done, and baseball hasn't quite started up, and the NBA hasn't heated up. So everybody's just really interested, and I find you get a lot of fans who don't necessarily pay attention to college basketball during the year. All of a sudden, they're pretty jacked up about the tournament. So it's kind of cool to feel like you're in the middle of that storm.
Hey, let's talk about your book. Talk a little bit about your book. He's got a heck of a thing in the works.
Coming out. I'm on year 3 of a 4-year project. It's going to be the comprehensive, definitive biography of John Wooden. And
that'd be powerful in our town, given that he started his coaching career.
South Bend High School. In fact, I actually interviewed people who played for John Wooden when he was the coach at South Bend Central High School. And what's ironic is Wooden went into the service. He went into the Navy in World War II. He enlisted without telling his wife. Now that's some big guts there. And he was in the service for a couple of years, and then he came back to South Bend prepared to resume his duties. And what happened was a lot of his friends who were coaches in South Bend and around the school system did not have jobs waiting for them when he got back, and it soured him on being there, and he kind of looked elsewhere. And he ended up, he almost took another high school job. Of course, Indiana, high school was much bigger than college.
Sure.
To be a high school basketball coach. We're talking about 1946.
Yeah, no question.
So it just sort of happened that his former high school coach was the coach at Indiana State, was leaving, recommended him to Indiana State, and he figured, what the heck, I'll try Indiana State. John Wooden always said, and he told me this, if he didn't go into the Navy, then he would have stayed at South Bend Central. He was happy as a high school coach. He didn't have these aspirations.
So, a high school coach.
But for the happenstance of history, he would have stayed in South Bend, and who knows what would have happened.
Seth, talk about the job that the guy next to you's done this year with this team.
Well, seriously, we just said this on the show. When Tim Abramitis went out, we all just, first of all, we didn't have high expectations for Notre Dame in the first place.
Thanks.
And then, listen, I knew they had talent, I just didn't think they were very well coached. So when Abro went out, we all just, as you'd like to say, we just kind of flushed him, and he did his thing. I mean, Mike, the thing about Brey is he's always known who he is. He's never tried to be somebody he's not. He's always waited for the right opportunities, and this is a great example of a perfect fit of a coach in a school and a community, and just kind of going to work every day and doing a good job and treating people well and recruiting good players who believe in what you're doing and just not getting flustered. And the results have been amazing, but by this point, really, we shouldn't be surprised. I'm going to stop being surprised.
Let's stop.
I'm going to stop being surprised.
My agent. Thanks, buddy. See you soon. March Madness, here we go. All right.
Thanks for coming.